Well, good evening, YouTube, and welcome to another episode of the Albino Rhino Beer Review. Today you have the Rhino, and we're looking at a beer from the Common Good Beer People, well, the Common Good Brewing Company, in Toronto, Ontario. So, a C and a G, which is made to look like a beer stein. This is the Socialable Pilsner. It's 4.7% alcohol by volume. Picked up via the online LCBO order site. These guys are actually, they specialize in contract brewing, is it not? Is it these? There's a couple breweries that have opened up that specialize in contract. I've asked Greg about these guys a few times, but they just, the brewery isn't close enough to them to be worthwhile. So this was their first beer, their, I guess, flagship beer, you would call it. And, yeah. There we go. Beautiful golden color, tiny bit of haze, big bright white head. The head is already forming nice tunnels. There's probably going to be, yeah, there's a nice snap, crackle, pop. That head isn't going to last very long. But the ridges in the butt plug glass did cause them to create nice looking Pilsner, though. I mean, if it was this but with no head, it wouldn't be as visually appealing to me. That head is a nice addition to the beer. And when you watch the head fade, it's just one of those things. It's this experience to just watch it go away. Just watch it fade down. Anyway, scent. Yeah, it smells like any Pilsner out there. I mean, a little bit of straw, a little bit of straw, a little bit of sweetness, a little bit of grassiness, a little bit of zestiness. It smells like a Pilsner. I can't say that anything's wrong with that. I mean, I knew what I was buying. I was buying a Pilsner. So here it is. It's a Pilsner. Is it a bad Pilsner? I can't really say it's a bad Pilsner. I just can say that it's a Pilsner. I guess I should try it. Hey, I should try it. I'm going to assume. I'm going to make it an assumption. And I know you shouldn't make an assumption that makes an ass of you and me. Or me and you. But I'm going to make an assumption. My assumption is going to be that this is going to taste like a Pilsner. And I mean, that is what it's supposed to be, right? So cheers, let's try it. It looks great. It smells like a Pilsner. Tastes like a Pilsner. It's 4.7% alcohol, so a little lower ABV than some Pilsners out there. Taste. You know what? I actually would say this tastes more like a true Czech Pils than a lot of other craft brewery Pils out there. It's not overly hopped. It's not, well, I should say, it's not overly hopped with the wrong type of hops, and by that I mean like New World hops. This does taste a lot like noble hops. You get that grassiness, you get that it's slightly zestiness, that little bit of spice, a little bit of dirtiness, and there's a lot of it. There's enough of it that you know you're not drinking, say, a blue, or not that I actually. And blue actually took Pilsner off their label for a while, so or old style Pilsner or anything like that. You know you're drinking a true Pilsner. It reminds me more of some of the craft Pilsners that I've had from Germany, more so than even Pilsner or Kel. Forefront, though, is just like things like Pilsner or Kel and other such Czech ones. It's kind of straw-like, just grainy, wet, slight sweetness. Light body, but the carbonation is a little high. It's a little harsh carbonation wise. And that dirty, slightly spicy finish fades pretty damn quickly into, well, into soda water and just a little bit of cut grass. All in all, the Socialable Pilsner is a pretty sociable beer. I mean, I could see you be able to buy, you could buy you could buy pitchers of this for people that are into things like, say, Steam Whistle, or into things like Lug Tread, or Woodhouse Vienna Lager, like, excuse me, anyone that's taken that step up from Canadian and stuff. It's not one of those. I don't think it's one of, personally, I don't think it's one of those craft beers that anybody could drink, because it is a little hoppier than a lot of the craft, a lot of the those everybody beers. It's a little hoppier than that. So I mean, if they're not into hops, I don't know if they'd really be able to get behind this. However, if they're anyone that's taken those first steps, and even drinking Ace Hill or Lost Craft, or anything like that, or Triple Bogey, anyone that's taken those steps to go to beer with a little more flavor and they really enjoy that, they could probably get behind this. But they'd have to have taken those first steps to get to this. I'd say this is a second step beer, All in all, it's a good beer. Pilsner wise, if I was to rate this following the BJCP, I would probably give this a 9 to a 9.5. I think this pretty much, other than maybe, well, it's not cold, so I mean, I'm not drinking it exactly how it's usually expected to be drank. I was going to say, other than the slightly harsh carbonation, this is probably spot on perfect to what is in the BGCP. That being said, what would I say myself? Now, normally with a Pilsner, I'd put it at like a 5, but I'd give this a 7. I'd buy this again. I actually enjoy this. Thank you, guys. It's 5 a.m. and somebody's awake, so maybe I should go see what's going on. I'm going to get this. You're an alcoholic. If I get home at 4, I'm drinking a beer at 5. Drinking a beer before I go to bed. Not everybody's on the same schedule as you. Fuckers. Bye.